September 1, 2021, before sunrise, the crescent moon is near a star cluster that is visible. In the western evening sky, Venus targets Spica before their conjunction in 4 evenings. Chart caption, 2021, September 1st, through a binocular, the crescent moon is near the star cluster Messier 35. By Jeffrey L. Hunt. Chicago, Illinois, sunrise, 6:17 a.m. CDT, sunset, 7:24 p.m. CDT. Check local sources for sunrise and sunset times for your location. Morning sky. This morning, before sunrise, the moon's tour of star clusters continues. Find the lunar crescent near the feet of the Gemini twins. In a binocular, locate the star cluster Messier 35, also known as M35, 1.2 degrees to the right of the crescent. The stars Purpose and Tehat posterior are in the same binocular field. Like the Pleiades and Hyades clusters in Taurus, M35 is a cluster in the Milky Way galaxy. It is about 3,000 light-years away. Stars are formed in bunches. Like the Pleiades, M35 has some bright blue stars, in addition to giant yellow and orange stars that indicate this cluster is older than the famous Taurus star cluster. According to astronomical theory, blue stars burn their nuclear fuels quicker than the Sun. When the hydrogen at their cores is exhausted, they begin to burn helium, swell in size, and shine as bright yellow or orange stars, so-called red giants. The more red giants that are present, the older the cluster. Evening sky. Chart caption, 2021, September 1st, 45 minutes after sunset, Venus is 4.7 degrees to the right of Spica. In the evening sky, Venus begins its approach to Spica before their conjunction in 4 evenings. About 45 minutes after sunset, find the planet about 8 degrees above the west-southwest horizon. It is 4.7 degrees to the right of Spica. Each evening, notice that Venus is closer to the star. Chart caption, 2021, September 1st, 2 hours after sunset, use a binocular to find the starry background with Jupiter and Saturn. Farther eastward, Jupiter and Saturn are in the southeastern sky. After Venus, Jupiter is the next brightest star in the sky this evening. Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter are visible simultaneously, until Venus sets nearly 90 minutes after sundown. Jupiter and Saturn are in one of the background stars of Capricornus in the southeast. Saturn is 17.5 degrees to the upper right of Jupiter. To gauge their separation in the sky, extend your arms fully. Make fists and place your thumbs together. Hold your left hand so that Jupiter is near the left pinky finger. Tilt your hands up slightly, Saturn is near the pinky finger on your right hand. Jupiter and Saturn are retrograding, appearing to move westward compared to the distant sidereal background. This movement is an illusion as our planet passes between the planets and the Sun. The backwards direction continues for the next month. Jupiter and Saturn move slower against the background stars than Venus. The changing place of Venus against the starry backdrop is easily spotted. The giant planets move slowly and a few evenings pass before their movement is noticeable with a binocular. By 2 hours after sunset, Jupiter and Saturn are higher in the sky in the southeast. Use a binocular to spot the distant stars. Look again later in about a week to note the planets' changing places compared to the star field. Detailed daily note: 1 hour before sunrise, the crescent moon, 23.8 days after the new phase, 30% illuminated, is nearly 50 degrees up in the east, among the stars of Gemini, 3.8 degrees above Tehat posterior, mu Gem, m equals 2.8. None of the bright, naked-eye planets are visible at this hour, although Uranus and Neptune are in the sky. Uranus, m equals 5.7, is over 2/3 of the way up in the south. It is to the right of a line from Pi Ariades, Pi Ari, m equals 5.2, to Sigma Ariades, Sigma Ari, m equals 5.5, 1.0 degrees to the upper right of Sigma Ari. Neptune, m equals 7.8, is over 23 degrees up in the west-southwest, mixed in a starfield of 6th magnitude stars, 4.7 degrees to the upper left of Phi Aquarii, Phi Acher, m equals 4.2. The Sun is in the sky for 13 hours, 7 minutes. Darkness, the time between the end of evening twilight and the beginning of morning twilight, is 7 hours, 36 minutes long. 4 of the naked-eye planets are in the evening sky. Mars is not visible. It is only 12 degrees east of the Sun, setting a few minutes after civil twilight. Mercury, m equals -0.1, 24 degrees east of the Sun and heading toward its greatest elongation, is about 4 degrees up in the west-southwest at 25 minutes after sunset. The ecliptic is tilted at a low angle compared to the western horizon, and the planet is nearly 1 degree below the ecliptic and moving farther south during this apparition. This evening the planet sets nearly 50 minutes after sunset. 45 minutes after sunset, Venus, 40 degrees east of the Sun, is about 8 degrees up in the west-southwest, 4.7 degrees to the right of Spica, Alpha Vir, m equals 1.0, and 2.3 degrees to the lower right of Theta Virginis, Theta Vir, m equals 4.4. Through a telescope Venus displays an evening gibbous, 15.2 across and 73% illuminated. Venus races eastward at over 1.1 degrees, from evening to evening. Saturn and Jupiter are in the southeastern sky at this hour. Saturn is about 19 degrees up in the southeast. Jupiter, 17.5 degrees of ecliptic longitude east of Saturn and 125.9 degrees east of Venus, is 13.0 degrees up in the east-southeast. 2 hours after sunset, Saturn is over 26 degrees above the south-southeast horizon, 1.0 degrees below Upsilon Capricorni, Upsilon Cap, m equals 5.1. Jupiter, nearly 24 degrees above the southeast horizon, 3.5 degrees to the upper right of Iota Aquarii, Iota Acer, m equals 4.2, 0.7 degrees to the lower right of Mu Capricorni, Mu Cap, m equals 5.1, and 2.2 degrees to the upper left of Deneb Algedi, Delta Cap, m equals 2.8. This evening Jupiter is on a line between the two stars. Both planets are retrograding in Capricornus. Through a telescope, Jupiter is 48.6 across, while Saturn's globe covers 18.3.